High five. So today we're gonna take a look at Ashley Wood's Master 5 Tomorrow King's figure, basically. I don't really know the lore of this guy, don't really know the backstory because there's not a lot of information out there, unfortunately, unless you read his comics, which is not available here in my country. So this is part of the Popbot series. It has that phrase I keep seeing all the time when I open these TK figures: give love death, no tongue. Don't really know what that means. Sorry about that. I wish there was more lore on the interwebs, some form of explanation of what these guys are, what they do, what's this universe. All I know for sure is that these guys are clones and they kill monsters, robots, and all these ghouls. So with that being said, let's take a look at this handsome boy. And here he is, Master 5 himself. Now I don't really know if this is his name or his some form of designation, but he does look pretty cool. He has this weird sporty look, like he has a weird basketball looking shorts, gym type shirt, and he also has this awesome looking robot arm. So yeah, articulation, construction is the same TK body type except for that robot arm. Yeah, let's take a closer look at this guy. So here's a closer gander at Master 5 himself. As you can see, he's got this gym-like looking attire. He's got the standard, what you call Ashley Wood type belt, gun, grenade holder, gun holster thing. You can see his really detailed robot arm. Yeah, he's very dirty, very grungy, true to the form of Ashley Wood's figures. So yeah, it does come with some accessories, and let's take a look at them. Sword, gun, grenade, 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 hand, bag, big bag. So here's the accessories Master 5 comes with. A sword, 2 guns, a bunch of grenades, and the standard Ashley Wood backpacks. So with that being said, let's take a look at his big Final Fantasy sword. Yeah, you could see the weathering, the paint apps is all there. It's very nicely made. I don't really pose him with this sword because I don't really have the shelf space for it, and I might, he might topple over because of how unbalanced he'll become when he's holding this thing. So yeah, this is the handle. Very big sword. I mean, there's another TK that has the same sword, but doesn't mean it's any worse. It's very nice. So yeah, this is his big choppy chop sword. Next, we take a look at his 6-shooters. So this is a 6-shooter, very nicely made, nice paint apps, details all there. Oh, it's not a 6-shooter actually, there's more bullets in there actually. So I don't really know how many bullets this contains, but they're both the same, what do you call, construction, paint apps. They're technically the same. Yeah, no complaints on this. Very nicely made. Nicely painted. Got the weathering, got the grease. Really looks kind of greasy, a very greasy gun. Yep, that's his gunny guns. So I guess we could take a look at his grenades here. It's pretty standard 3A grenades really, it's just painted white. There are different variations of this, but at the end of the day it's the same construction. Yeah, so this is his grenades. You just load him up with this stuff and he's good to go. And then we take a look at these interesting looking, I don't know if these are grenades. I mean, they kind of look like those German potato mashers from World War II, but I could be wrong. but they look kind of cool. Get some close-ups. Yeah, this is his little grenade potato masher thing, I guess. Okay, now let's take a look at his hands. Now he has two different types of hands because of course one arm is robotic, so you have the robotic hand. Very nicely made, sculpted, paint app is there. Very greasy looking, like the machine grease you get in engines and all that. Nice. I wish this peg was a different color though. So this is his hand for his left hand, I think. This is his other hand. So this, I guess this is for the sword. Got the gloves. Very nice. I mean, TK always wears gloves, but they're always like too big for them or something. They always have this flap, these TK guys. It's like the gloves were made a little too big for them. Then we have the trigger finger for his gunny guns. Pretty standard, but you know, painted very nicely. They hold the gun really nicely. Then we have his other robotic hand for holding the gun. As you can see, still got the grease there. Very nicely made. Got the weathering. Or it could be holding something, really. Again, that peg is something I wish they would have not made brown. Then finally we got, I guess, the open hand relaxed pose. So you got the relaxed hands here. These hands aren't sticky, but I think over time they will be because of the paint. The paint over time, I don't know why, maybe it's because of the humidity. They have this weird chemical reaction, so you see all the shiny parts, these parts will become sticky over time. It's an unavoidable thing with 3A figures. Then we got his relaxed open hands. Look at that. Very freaky. Or it could be holding something. So yeah, these are his hands. Nice. Then we come to the standard backpack. I don't like these backpacks because they look more like a gym bag. I mean, even though they put some paint apps, I mean, they don't look nice on the figure. They just look like gym bags, really, more rather than military bags. And they cover a good portion of him, you know? If I put this on him, all his holsters, his bullets, it will just be jumbled together. He'll look too bulky, so I don't really put this particular bag on him. I mean, it looks nice maybe on another figure, but not for this one. So yeah. Then we got his little messenger bag. Very standard stuff for 3A figures. It clips. These clips actually work, but I would not encourage you to mess around with that. I mean, they could break over time. Got the clips here, very nicely made, no pleather. This is mostly canvas material. Yeah, this is his messenger bag. Just hangs off of him. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is his stuff. Let's stick all this junk on him. So here's the Master 5 TK figure all loaded up, grenades and all. And yeah, he is different from the other TKs, as in he does look a bit more sporty than the others. Maybe it's because of the color he has, the orange. Yeah, this is him. I was able to stick that sword in, but I could see when I did that, the pleather is going a bit. I'll do a close-up later. Like these don't really hang well anymore. They're supposed to be straight like that, but now they're like flopping around, unfortunately. Even when I was trying to put the gun in, you could see, well, that little thing, the pleather just chipped away. So yeah, that was kind of sad to see, but it's to be expected. So let's take a closer look at this orange boy. So here's a closer look at Master 5 TK. See his gun there. Focus a bit. Doo-doom. Don't know how many bullets that gun has though. So you can see all his tattered clothes. It's all a bit dirty, a bit grungy. a bit naively made, truthfully. I mean, that 5 is like stitched together by a 5-year-old. You can see the holsters here. As you can see, the pleather is going. When I stuck the gun in, it just popped out, unfortunately. Some grenades here. Take a closer look at this arm. Now, flexing this arm, posing this arm does freak me out because of how flimsy it looks, but it is possible to articulate this elbow. But this is as far as I'm willing to go. I mean, if that breaks, I have no idea how to fix it because it's like encased in the wire and all these metal bits. So if it breaks, I don't really know how to super glue that. And as you can see, that peg kind of ruins the whole look of this arm. I mean, if that was silver, that would have completed the look, but ugh. So you can see how tattered his shirt is. This shoulder piece does pop out easily when you pose him, so these strands of shirt does help it not fall out. It does contain that shoulder piece well. Here's his little messenger bag, his grenades, his sword, which I just stuck in his belt. It holds it quite well. Got his bullets here. Now this is the reason why I didn't want to put that gym bag, ammo bag accessory on him, because if you put him on him, you cover a great deal of his midsection. Like all this will be covered. So that's why I chose not to pose him with that. And plus it doesn't look nice either. I mean, on camera it looks like it's white. Actually it's kind of bluish. So it kind of looks kind of lame on him if you put it on. So this guy's grenades there, just hanging. You can see the pleather is starting to go, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna fudge with this figure anymore. Once this review is done, I'm just gonna stick him on the shelf and he's gonna stay there forever. So this is what I'm saying. Like, he does have a sporty look. Like, this does look like a basketball shorts kind of material. It's not really weathered, but I think if they weathered it too much, you might lose the vibrancy of the shorts. Then he's got his little trainers, his little shoes. So yeah, this is him. This is Master 5 TK. I honestly don't know if that's his real name, but that's what I'm gonna call him. So let's stick you on a shelf, mister. So this is where I'll stick Master 5 with his other compatriots here. Now he does share some same mold or same accessories as this guy over here. So I'm wondering if they both are different variants of each other. But yeah, there are a lot of TKs out there. A lot of them are starting to look the same. But this guy is definitely different from the rest. So I encourage you guys to maybe give this guy a chance because he does have that flair going on him. So yeah, that being said, thanks for watching and go get him.